rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, and those were our opening ceremonies presented by Oohrah Flyovers tonight. I have Timothy McDonald here in the booth with me now as we're getting ready to go racing. He was our tough break of the week last week. Timothy, you got me, buddy? Timothy, it's Austin up here in the booth. You got me, buddy? All right, no response from Timothy. So we're going to move on to this week's pole sitter, Scotty Oliver. Hey, Scotty, it's Austin up here in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got a copy, buddy.
All right, so you were last week's winner. You were this week's pole sitter. How do you feel right now?
I feel pretty good. I feel like I got a pretty good hot rod under me, but we got an EOL because we won last week, so just have to ride and bide my time in this 100 laps here.
All right, well, you've proven that you can be the fastest one out there. It is unfortunate that you have to start in the back of the pack, so I'm going to have to confirm with Ryan on this, but did he inform you of the Dash for Cash that is going on?
Yeah, he did, but I wasn't real sure on what spun or anything, so.
All right, so we're doing that spin live on broadcast. I did not get to do it live tonight. I had a slight malfunction with the computer and had to reset everything, had to rush it. But the pole sitter is actually our Dash for Cash driver, so it's going to be either you or Scott Negus. We will confirm with Ryan Comba later on in the broadcast.
Oh, okay, cool. Is there a certain finishing spot?
You got to win the race. So, you've got some extra motivation to drive up to the front tonight. But they are getting ready to start this heat race, so we're going to send you back down to our race voice chat and get ready to call the heat race.
Sounds good. Thank you, man.
All right, good luck tonight, buddy. All right, it looks... Good evening, Jane. I'm so glad you were here. I apologize about those technical difficulties earlier. It looks like we're going to be skipping the heat race tonight, so everyone has made the field, and we're going to have a total of 27 drivers in the field tonight. So Scotty Oliver is... We're going to go through the grid real quick. So we're going to have Scotty Oliver starting on the pole. He's going to have to take an EOL because he won last week, and they're going to take the grid away from me. There we go. Is back up. Scott Negus is starting in second. Rob Donaldson is starting in third. Tyler Smith in fourth. Riley Duncan starting fifth. Adam Finney starting in sixth to his outside. In seventh, we have Mason Culver, and to his outside in eighth, Clint Walker. Henry Hamby is starting in ninth. Mike Forrestner in 10th. Jeffrey Mathis starts in 11th. Stephen Gary's going to roll off 12th tonight. In 13th, we have Aaron Longworth. In 14th, Stephen Crouch. 15th on the inside, Ryan Comba. 16th, Benjamin Gearhart. 17th, Brock Bigelow. 18th, Marcus De La Garza. 19th will be Michael Everett. 20th is going to be Nolan Perry. 21st, we have Samuel Longworth. 22nd, we have Timothy McDonald. Rolling off 23rd will be Brandon Williams. And 24th is going to be Byron Gay. And then 25th, we have Luke Wagoneer. 26th will be Dakota Dennis. And 27th is going to be Kyle Schmitz. As we get ready to go racing here, we're going to go back to the front. As Rob Donaldson is now sitting on the pole to the inside. They're getting ready to go green. They are off 2x2 down into turn 1. Rob Donaldson trying to get out in front of Scott Negus on the low side. And we have a car spinning in the back. We're staying green. Oh, there is the yellow as all mayhem breaks loose out back behind our leaders. Looks like Stephen Gary and Aaron Longworth involved in that. And then the rest of the field piles up behind them. We're going to take a step back and see what happened here. Oh, looks like we got a big checkup getting into the turn, and everyone's just getting into the back of each other here. See if we can get another look at it. That's Mason Culver coming from there. Looks like Mason Culver was the initial cause of that. He had a little bit of help from that 11 of Adam Biddy, 7 down the inside. Looks like it just caused a massive checkup. And our first caution is going to come out on lap 1. So, yes, Bill, we are hoping for a great race tonight. I was talking with Adam Binney earlier about last week where we had a lot of cautions. They ended up opting to go with single file restarts. And he said he expected more of the same tonight. They are lining up 2x2. The lights on the pace car out. We're getting ready to go back green here. All right, the pace car is off. Green. It looks like they're waving it off. All right, it looks like they waved off the green flag, so we're going to get one more lap under caution at least. All right, the pace car is off again, and we are going back green this time. Scott Negus, great restart there. He jumps out to a huge lead. Now we have that 97 of Riley Duncan working his way under Rob Donaldson's, trying to take away second place. All right. And they are lined up single file. Looks like we've got a battle for 8th in the back. And we're going to take you to Adam Vinny. It looks like he is trying to work on that 97 of Riley Duncan for 4th. I did speak to him earlier. He said this was going to be a tough track to pass at. And we have another caution. Caution is out yet again. Looks like Nolan Perry involved in this. Nolan Perry in that 98 car. Looks like he just got a little bit of help from that 8 car of Luke Wagoneer. And he goes around, does not hit anything. And he's going to go to the tail end of the field. That is our second caution of the night, brought out on lap 9. All right, and that is the 19 of Dakota Dennis. He's going to be our lucky dog this caution. And that is going to put him now 1 lap down after being caught up in that first incident. All right, the lights on the pace car are out. They are lined up 2 by 2. We are getting ready to go back racing here. The pace car is off. They're coming off turn 4. Green flag is out. Scott Negus gets a good restart. Not as good as his last one, but he jumps out to the lead as Tyler Smith and Rob Donison are going to battle for second. Tyler Smith in that 25 has managed to stick with Rob Donison on the inside there. But it looks like Rob is going to clear him this in this corner. And he is going to fall back into line in between Rob Donison and that 97 of Riley Duncan. And we're going to go back look at our Dash for Cash car. That 118 of Scotty Oliver, he had to start 27th tonight. He has now made his way up to 19th as he is battling for that pot of $5 this week, since it is the first week we are doing it. And we've got Tyler Smith sticking right to Rob Donison's back bumper. He is not giving an inch, trying not to let Rob drive away from him. We also have Timothy McDonald on the move. He is up 6 positions. He is now running 16th tonight. He was our tough break of the week last week. He missed the feature by 1 position after battling Dakota Dennis the whole consolation race. Tonight he has made the feature and he is moving up. Just in front of him, we have that 994 car of Kyle Schmitz. He is now up 13 positions to he is now battling for 14th. But he has moved up 12 positions and is looking to make it 13 positions as he tries to get by that 27 of Brock Bigelow. And now we're looking at the battle for 8th between Mike Forrestner and Steven Crouch. Mike Forrestner's got the inside and is working hard to get by that 9 car of Steven. Benjamin Gearhart is definitely benefiting from this, though. He let those two battle it out, and now he has found himself on the outside of Mike Forrestner and is looking to pass Mike for 9th position. Oh, Mike and that 99 of Marcus De La Garza touch. Mike got a little bit of loose there, but he saves it. He is stuck down there on the inside and is dropping fast. I've got to think Mike has probably used up a lot of his tires trying to battle, and now he is paying the price for it. And Mason Culver has now worked his way back up to 12th after bringing out our first caution of the night. He is trying to race back to the front. That T1D car of Benjamin Gearhart is now working on 8th position as he pulls up in front of that 92 of Steven Crouch. I apologize. It looks like Steven Crouch is the 9 car. A little bit of a miscommunication between the scoring tower and trading paints. So we're seeing a lot of battling going on here, about 8th on back, and the drivers in front of this battle have pulled away. Adam Vinny is now stuck on the inside. He is now running 6th, right where he qualified, so he has not moved much tonight. And the caution comes out. Caution is out yet again on lap 30. Dakota Dennis involved in that. Oh, Dakota just got a little bit of help from that 8 car of Luke Wagoneer. I believe that is the 2nd time tonight that Luke Wagoneer has helped another car go around. That is a tough break for Dakota Dennis. He was already a lap down. And because he was the cause of that caution, that means he is not going to get the lucky dog this time by. So after it's all said and done, it looks like they did give Dakota the lucky dog. So he is going to get a lap back, but that spin caused him to go another lap down as we get ready for pit stops here at lap 32. Steven Crouch has entered the pits. Stephen Gary has entered pit lane. So Stephen Crouch is on the pit. Stephen Gary are the only two takers on pit road this time around. I've got to think that they have damage tonight. It's definitely too early in the race to use the one set of tires they are allowed. You know, with only 33 laps in, we've still got 66% of this race to go. So maybe trying to get some damage repaired. All right, and it looks like they are taking some mercy on Dakota Dennis. It looks like he got 2 wave arounds. So he would have been the car to get the lucky dog on the next caution, but he got spun by a lead lap car. So the admins are taking some mercy on him tonight. But they are lined up 2 by 2, and we're getting ready to go back racing. Green flag is out. Scott Negus with another great restart. Jumps out to a lead. Tyler Smith and Rob Donaldson again battling for second place. This time, Tyler Smith is going to get him, and now that 97 of Riley Duncan has worked his way to the inside of Rob, and he's going to take away third position. Tough restart for Rob Donaldson. And Adam Vinny now in 5th. He's got a challenger to his inside. That 0-2 car of Clint Walker is trying to get underneath them. He's going to give it up. And now Jeffrey Mathis. Oh, trouble. Trouble. Turn 3. Absolute mayhem. In turn 3, lap 37. So it looks like it all started with Mike Forrestner going off track. We're going to take a look, see what happened here. Oh, I was wrong. Saw Luke Wagoneer involved again. Let's go back and see what happened here. Looks like he just got caught in the massive checkup. Absolute mayhem. Some cars on pit road. Looks like some are opting to take tires this early in the race. All right, the lights on the pace car are out. We've got 1 to go before we go back green flag racing. That last restart, we saw a shakeup in the top 4 cars. It has been Rob Donaldson starting to Scott Negus' outside. He finds himself back in 4th now. And Tyler Smith in that 25 car is now starting in that shotgun position. Pace car is off. Green flag is out, and we are back racing. Scott Negus with a good restart. Tyler Smith is not going to let anyone challenge him for second position. He gets a great restart as well. Riley Duncan falls into line in 3rd behind them, as Adam Binney is now working on 4th as he's trying to get a nose under that 00 of Rob Donaldson. Oh, they tagged the wall. It looks like Tyler got sent through the infield there. Go back, take a look, see what happened there. Looks like Scott Negus actually caught the wall, checked up Tyler. He got hit in the back and sent through the infield, and once again, mayhem with the checkup. After all that, Tyler Smith is lucky. It did not look like he really hit anything. Oh, he does have some right front damage. And we're going to go back live as we have more cars opting to go down pit road. Rob Donaldson's on pit lane. Marcus De La Garza, Kyle Schmitz, and Jeffrey Mathis all enter pit lane this time by. So I think the big winner there is Adam Vinny. He restarted 5th. He's now worked his way up to 3rd. So he is 1 row back from the leaders and gets to start right behind Scott Negus. We've seen Adam Vinny dominate in so many leagues here on the Rebel Racing Network, and over on Twitch in the league that I run as well, he is dominant. Now he is sitting in a much better position, restarting right behind Scott Negus. Hey, Beard Sconson, I was wondering when you were going to show up. That Beard Sconson car has now made his way up to 3rd, so he's on the move tonight. All right, they are now lining up 2 by 2, and the lights on the pace car are out. We're getting ready to go back green here. All right, the pace car is off. Green flag is out. Scott Negus gets a great restart there. It looks like Adam Vinny got caught sleeping on that restart as Mike Forrestner gets to the outside of Adam Vinny. Riley Duncan falls in line in 2nd place, and we've got a car sideways down the backstretch. Looks like Tyler Smith again. Tough break for Tyler Smith. Let's go ahead and back this up. There looks like they're going 3 wide through the corner there. Tyler Smith in that 25. He's caught in the middle. The 96 just comes up and helps him around. Brandon Williams in that 96 helped Tyler Smith around. Tough break for Tyler Smith. And look who has made his way into the top 5. We have that 118 car of Scotty Oliver, our Dash for Cash car tonight. He had to start in the back because he won last week's race. We talked to him earlier. He said it'd be pretty tough to find him, make his way back up to the front and win this race to win the pot. And that 97 of Riley Duncan has opted to go down pit lane. He is taking tires. We're going to see if this is the right move. It may still be too early in this race to be taking tires. Only halfway over tonight. But we will keep an eye on him and see if that move pays off or not. All right, we have now reached our halfway point. So far, we have seen Scott Negus dominate this race, but we've got a new challenger here, Mike Forrestner. He was listed as our one to watch at the beginning of the broadcast. He now finds himself in second place. He is extremely high. I'm not sure if he caught a black flag there or what happened to him on that restart, but he is dropping fast, and he is in the outside wall. And yellow flag is out again. Kyle Schmitz went off track. And let's take a look, see what happened here. Looks like the 8 car of Luke Wagoneer just... I'm not sure if he was trying... It's showing him in the pits. I think his connection dropped. But he just came to a start on the front stretch and gets run over by Kyle Schmitz. And that forces Kyle Schmitz off track. We've got some takers on pit lane now. Adam Vinny on pit road. Brock Bigelow, Mike Forrestner, Aaron Longworth, Michael Everett, Samuel Longworth, all on pit lane. It looks like Adam Binney is going to win the race off pit road. That now puts that 118 car of Scotty Oliver on the front row. He's going to be starting to the outside of Scott Negus in second place. Mason Culver in third. Brandon Williams in fourth. Stephen Gary in fifth. Rob Donaldson in sixth. Clint Walker in seventh. Marcus De La Garza in eighth. Stephen Crouch in ninth. And Ryan Kamba rounds out your top 10 on this restart. So we are getting ready to go back green. And the pace car is off. Green flag is out. Here we go again. Scott Negus jumps out to an early lead. Again, Scotty Oliver is hanging with him, though. And trouble in turn two. Trouble in turn two. Tyler Smith involved in that again. He is not having a good night. We're going to go ahead and take a look at that, see what happened there. Oh, looks like he just got ran over by Nolan Perry checking up. We're going to go back live, and we are seeing something they say on every racing broadcast. Cautions breed cautions. Time is winding down. These drivers are getting a little bit more desperate to move up to the front, and they're starting to drive a little bit rougher.
What's going on, Austin?
Hey, what's going on? We've got race control popping in here to update us on what's going on down on the track.
So we are going to be going single file restart because it looks like everyone's getting a little antsy. I understand people want to win the race. I would want to win the race too. I mean, there's some really good racing going on. I really like it. But we're going to go single file, so hopefully this clears up some of this caution fest.
Okay, I was actually just about to say it on the broadcast. I was thinking we were getting ready for some single file restarts. But I appreciate you giving me an update there, buddy.
Yep, will do.
All right, keep us posted on what's going on down on track there, Alex.
Let's see here. Give someone a wave around.
All right, and that was our race control, Alex Thompson, giving us an update on what's going on. So we're going to go single file because of all these cautions. And I know Scott Negus has got to be happy about that. Although this may change the game. We've seen Scotty Oliver drive from the back to the front. So he gets to start behind Scott Negus, and he doesn't have that disadvantage of Scott Negus being to his inside now. We're going to see if he can run him down on this restart. And the lights on the pace car are out. We are getting ready to go back green with a single file restart. Looks like they have extended the caution now. So real quick, we're going to go ahead and take a look and see what the pit strategy is so far. We've got Scotty Oliver and Scott Negus. Scott Negus has not been on pit road. Scotty Oliver went down pit road on lap 2. I've got to think that is to take care of some damage, and he has not taken his tires or fueled up his car. So our top 2 drivers still need to pit. That 96 of Brandon Williams has not pitted either, but we are getting ready to go back green, so green flag is out. They are off into turn 1, single file this time. Scott Negus gets a great jump there as he tries to hold off that 118 car of Scotty Oliver. And they're starting to get a little antsy back in the pack now. There's a lot of double file racing going on back there. We've got Ryan Comba and Riley Duncan now battling for 10th. Adam Binney is trying to throw his hat into the mix. He is now under Riley Duncan, battling for 11th. These 2 drivers both took tires at the same time, so we're going to see who's managed the tire wear better and who is the better driver here. Adam Binney is fallen back in line. We've got Marcus De La Garza trying to run that inside line and trying to make a move on Rob Donaldson in that 00 car. That inside line just does not seem the place to be tonight. We've seen a lot of cars be able to hold off drivers to their inside. Ryan Kamba is trying to make that inside work, but he just could not get the drive off that corner, and he's now let Nolan Perry and Adam Vinny get to his outside as they go by. Adam Vinny now up to 10th. I apologize. That was Riley Duncan that went by on the outside, and caution is out again. Unfortunately, looks like Timothy McDonald involved in this. He was our tough break of the week last week, and more trouble for him at the end as we get closer to the end of this race. I'm not sure what happened there. He just ended up going off track. We have Scotty Oliver and Scott Negas now making their way down pit road. Our two race leaders. Now the battle. Scotty Oliver is going to win the race off pit road. He pulls out in front of Scott Negas. That is huge. We are seeing how big track position is going to be tonight, and now Scotty Oliver gets to start in front of Scott Negas. So they're going to be restarting. Scotty Oliver will be restarting in 16th, it looks like. We've already watched him drive from the outhouse to the penthouse tonight. Had to start in the back because he won last week. We're going to see if he can do it again. By the time we go back green, he's only going to have about 25 laps to make his way to the front. He may have pitted too late here, but those fresh tires are definitely going to help. Our race leader is now Stephen Gary. Steven crouches in second. Rob Donaldson back in third. Marcus De La Garza up 14 positions to fourth. And Riley Duncan in fifth. Adam Vinny will be restarting sixth. Ryan Kamba will be restarting seventh. Brock Bigelow in eighth. Aaron Longworth in ninth. And Nolan Perry in 10th. Looks like the lights on the pace car are out. We are getting ready to go back green. Pace car dives down pit road. Green flag is out, and they are back racing single file. Stephen Gary gets a good restart there. One person I would not count out here, though, is Riley Duncan. We've seen him be really fast tonight. He's in fifth. It looks like we're seeing a lot more mistakes made. Drivers hitting that outside wall here. Time is winding down. We have 25 to go. You got to think some of these drivers that have been caught up in trouble or stuck in the back are getting desperate to gain back that track position. And the caution is out. Caution is out. Looks like Clint Walker involved in that. Clint Walker in the 02. Brandon Williams in the 96. Looks like Clint just tagged the outside wall. Tried, bounced off, bounced down into that 96 of Brandon Williams and brings out the caution yet again. Our 10th caution of the night. Scotty Oliver, our Dash for Cash driver. On that restart, he was not able to gain any positions. He still remains in 16th as we're coming down to 22 to go. I don't think this is going to be his night to win the cash. He took tires just a little bit too late, and I think the clock is going to strike midnight on him before he can get back up to the front. All right, the lights on the pace car are out. We are going back green this time by. All right, the pace car dives to the inside. They stack up. Green flag is out. Steven get. All right, it looks like they threw the yellow flag back out. I don't think they liked what Stephen Gary did on that restart. Everyone checked up behind him, wondering if he's playing some games and, you know, trying to trick everyone on that restart. So we're going to reset and try and do this all over again with 18 to go now. All right, we're going to try again. Pace car is on pit road. And I'm not sure what is going on here. They're throwing the caution out yet again. This would be a good time to ask all my viewers that tune in every week, please go like and subscribe on YouTube. Please like and subscribe on Facebook. My goal is to reach 100 followers on Facebook, so that way we can broadcast these live on Facebook. All right, green flag is back out. Stephen Gary maintaining the lead. Crouch is trying to hang with him, but Stephen is pulling away. We have Rob Donaldson, Marcus De La Garza in fourth, Riley Duncan in fifth. So they come down to 15 to go. Stephen Gary is running away with it. And caution is out. Caution is out. Looks like Mike Forrestner involved in that. It looks like Mike Forrestner got a little bit of help there from that 98 car. He goes around. Both of them collected. And that'll bring out our 11th caution of the night. So as time is winding down, it looks like we're having a repeat of last week. The wreckers are getting a workout tonight. All these cautions here at the end of the race. Cautions breed cautions, and I think we're going to see at least one or two more and possibly a green-white checkered finish. So as I was saying before we went back green, I'm asking everyone to go please like and subscribe on Facebook. We want to bring these races to Facebook as well as YouTube, but unfortunately Facebook does not let us do that until we have at least 100 followers. So please take the time, go like and subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow on YouTube as well. It is all greatly appreciated, guys. Yes, it is a Slam Bam Fest, Beer Wisconsin. You got here a little bit late, buddy. We had some green flag racing earlier on in the race, but it seems like everyone is just getting more desperate to move up in position. All right, and it looks like we're going to go back to 2 wide restarts under 10 to go. That is going to be a game changer, and I know Steven Crouch did not want to see that. But we have Steven Crouch rolling off first, or Stephen Gary in first, Steven Crouch in second, Marcus De La Garza in third, Rob Donaldson in fourth, Adam Vinny in fifth, and Riley Duncan in sixth. As we're getting ready to go back green, pace car is off, green flag is out, and we are back racing. All right, that 9 car of Steven Crouch has now worked his way up to the lead. That is a tough break for Stephen Gary. We have Marcus De La Garza now to the outside of Rob Donaldson working on third. He runs Rob Donaldson down the track. That is going to open up the door for Riley Duncan to get to the outside of Rob Donaldson. Rob Donaldson sends him into the wall. Adam Vinny goes around. We're staying green. A lot of beating and banging as we come down to 7 to go. Tough break for Adam Vinny. Now we have Riley Duncan to the inside of Rob Donaldson. He's going to take away fourth. Marcus De La Garza has put almost a second on him, though. It is probably too late for Riley Duncan to get anything more out of this unless we see another caution. Oh, Ryan Kalba, Brock Bigelow go around. Caution is out. That brings out our 12th caution of the night. We're going to go back, take a look at that. Looks like Brock Bigelow just got to the back of Ryan Kalba, sent him around, and mayhem ensues behind them. And we apologize about cutting into your bedtime, Jane. But it is getting interesting now. We're seeing a lot of beating and banging. And we're going to bring you a green-white checkered finish tonight. I tell you what, no one is happier about that yellow flag than that 97 car right there of Riley Duncan. He worked his way up to fourth, but in doing so, the top 3 was able to get out to at least a second gap on him. That brings him back in there, and now he gets to race for a podium finish. Yes, Billy, I'm not sure what really happened there. I know Adam Vinny got into some trouble there. I don't think he was a hazard to any of the drivers, so they let the green flag stay out. We're going to go back and see if we can see what happened to him. Oh, yeah, Ryan Kalba just got into the back end of him. He saves it from hitting anything, comes to a rest at the bottom, was able to get it turned around, so no caution for that. Frustrating night for Adam Vinny. All right, they are doubled up. We are getting ready to go back green with 3 to go. Green-white checkered finish. Steven Crouch in that 9 car on the inside. Stephen Gary on the outside. Marcus De La Garza in that 99 car starting in 3rd. And Riley Duncan will be restarting in 4th. All right, pace car is off. Green flag is out. Everyone's trying to jump the start there, it looks like. Steven Crouch jumps out to an early lead. Caution is out yet again. Tyler Smith involved with that. Aaron Longworth, Mike Forrestner, Samuel Longworth, Nolan Perry, Benjamin Gearhart, and Dakota Dennis all involved in that. Looks like they all were trying to race for position. That 42 of Aaron Longworth got turned and mayhem ensues. And we've got a car on the side. I believe that was Aaron Longworth. Tough break for him. All right. And we are not going to get another green-white checkered. Looks like the official said you guys are done. And we're going to have Steven Crouch finishing first. Stephen Gary in second. Riley Duncan takes third. Marcus De La Garza in fourth. Rob Donis rounds out your top 5. All right, and we're going to go ahead and talk to our top 3 drivers tonight. First up is going to be that 97 of Riley Duncan. Hey, Riley, it's Austin up here in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Oh, man, you were restarted back in 5th, I believe. You found a way to get a podium finish out of this. How do you feel?
Oh, man, I'm happy, but it was, well, it was something. It was, this is a very hard track to pass on, and once we went single file, I was just along for the ride, really, and ended up getting a P3 out of it, so I'm happy.
Yeah, we saw how hard of a time you were trying to pass. I forget who you were battling with for 4th, but when you finally got around him, I looked at that gap. I said, I don't think he can get anything more out of it. How happy were you to see that caution that brought everyone back together?
I was happy. Honestly, I just wish there wasn't as many cautions, because I'm not sure if did the front 2 pit?
They did pit, I believe so. Looks like everyone did pit, but the cautions definitely made it a little bit of rough and shook things up at the end.
Oh yeah, it was. Should have pitted a bit earlier. Honestly, I was not expecting that many caution laps. It was intense though. I'm just happy to have made it through.
Yes, behind y'all, it definitely looked like it was getting intense as everyone was trying to battle for position, especially on that last restart. But I won't take up any more of your time. Is there anyone you want to thank tonight, buddy?
Of Flyovers, easy clean, Viper graphics. Of course, my team, R&M Motorsports. Scott had a great run tonight until the cautions there at the end, but he made his way back up too, so that's always good. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, we appreciate it. Congratulations on the top 3 finish, buddy. Have a good night.
Thank you. You as well.
All right, and that was our 3rd place finisher of Riley Duncan. Next, we're going to be talking to Stephen Gary. He came home 2nd tonight. Hey, Stephen, it's Austin up here in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, man. A 2nd place finish for you tonight. You were leading the race earlier on, and then it looked like after they went back to double file restart, Steven Crouch was able to get you. How frustrated were you when they went back to double file?
Yeah, it's pretty frustrating. It was my fault because I started in 4th because I was trying to save fuel, and he just got me.
Yeah, so I've got to ask, when it seemed like they were, extending the caution after the pace car had already pulled off. Do you know why they were doing that? It looked like, everyone was stacking up behind you. Were you trying to play games on the restart there?
No, I was keeping it right around. It was bouncing between like 43, 44, but I mean, I wasn't trying to play games with nobody.
Okay, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if you were just maintaining your speed and everyone was just trying to get a jump on you or what was going on there. But I wasn't sure what race control was doing there, extending that caution, I think, twice.
Yeah, I think it was something to do with people about midfield, so it is what it is.
Okay, I just wanted some clarity on that, but, tough break, but you still came home 2nd, so that is nothing to shake your head at. Anyone you want to thank tonight before I let you get out of here?
Just want to thank my wife for letting me take my Tuesday nights for doing this.
All right, well, we appreciate her too. You guys put on a great show for us tonight. So, go celebrate that 2nd place finish. Hopefully, we'll see you back up here next week as well.
Yes, sir.
All right, and that was the 111 car of Stephen Gary. Next, we're going to talk to the 92 of Steven Crouch, or the 9 car. Disagreements between Trading Paints and iRacing. Hey, Steven, it's Austin up here in the booth. You got me, buddy? Steven, it's Austin up here in the booth. You got me, buddy? Steven, you got me, buddy? All right, it looks like he is having some technical difficulties as well. Right, and he has left the booth without saying anything, so we're not going to get to hear from our winner tonight, Steven Crouch, unfortunately. He's popping back up. Let's see if we can get him. Steven, it's Austin up in the booth. You got me? right, it looks like we're not going to be able to talk to him tonight. I don't know if he can hear me. If you can, Steven, congratulations on winning the race tonight. Yep. Y'all put on a great show between you and Stephen Gary at the end. I wasn't sure if you were going to be able to get him. You got it done, buddy. Congratulations. Go celebrate. All right, and I would also like to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. You know, once again, please like, subscribe, follow me on YouTube, follow on Facebook. The more once I reach 100 followers, we can bring these broadcasts over to Facebook as well. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Oohrah Flyovers for sponsoring the race, Port Charlotte Lawn Care for sponsoring our Dash for Cash, which, by the way, they did not win that tonight, so the part that money is going to be added to the pot. The pot is now going to be $10 next week when we select a driver to run for the Dash for Cash. Big thank you to everyone that made this possible. The league owner, Ryan Comba, Alex for running race control tonight. And we're going to pull up our race results for you and run through those real quick. And our race winner, Stephen Crouch. Stephen Gary comes in second. Riley Duncan comes in third. Marcus De La Garza fourth. Rob Donaldson fifth. Byron Gay sixth. Scotty Oliver in seventh. Scott Negus comes home eighth. Luke Wagoneer in ninth. Clint Walker in 10th. 11th was Timothy McDonald. 12th, Michael Everett. 13th, Mike Forrestner. 14th is Brandon Williams. 15th, Brock Bigelow. 16th, Samuel Longworth. 17th, Aaron Longworth. 18th, Adam Vinny after a tough break towards the end there. 19th was Ryan Comba. 20th, Dakota Dennis. 21st, Tyler Smith. 22nd, Henry Hamby. 23rd, Nolan Perry. 24th, Benjamin Gearhart. 25th was Kyle Schmitz. 26th, Mason Culver. And 27th, Jeffrey Mathis. And that is going to finish up our results for tonight. And we'd like to thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys back here on Thursday night for the Midwest Super Truck Series, and we will be back with the 204 Late Model Series next Tuesday starting at 9:15.